Dear students, in last session we had seen about industrial location. Okay, what are the geographical factors needed for setting up an industry, whether it goes for agro-based industry or mineral-based industry, and how this industry and market linkage, that is what the term we had seen about how this ideal location of an industry and what is meant by agglomeration economics. Okay, that is what the industry is going to be a urban area, because setting up a new industry, it is going to be a urban area. That is what we are calling the term as agglomeration economics. And this session we are going to see this classification of industries, how industries are classified on the basis of a different classification. Okay, that is what the classification of industries goes on the basis of, one is source of raw material, second is their main role and their capital investment and their ownership, bulk and weight of raw material and finished goods. Okay, that is what these are the things most probably the industries are classified on the basis of source of raw material, their main role, capital investment and ownership, bulk and weight of raw material and finished goods. And first is on the source of raw material. Okay, on the source of raw material, on the basis of source of raw material, how the industries are classified. One is agro-based industry and another one is mineral-based industry. You know that agro-based industries, the raw material is from agriculture products. That is what agricultural raw material. Example, cotton, wool, jute, silk, rubber, sugar, tea, coffee, etc. These are the products we are getting from agro-based. Completely it needs agriculture development. Okay, it needs agriculture technology also. That is what the term, the raw material we are getting from agriculture products, what we are calling the term as a agro-based industry. And next is this is also raw material, this on the basis of mineral based industries. Okay, and that is what the uses of minerals as a raw material. You know that mineral is an naturally occurring substance which is found in nature, which is having a definite chemical composition, because we are exploiting minerals from the earth surface only. That is the main thing you can able to say, that this use of minerals as a raw material, you know that without mineral you cannot able to convert into metal. That is the thing goes for. And many minerals are found in earth surface. Nearly 2400 minerals are found in the earth surface, and only 30 minerals are forming the rock forming minerals. Okay, that is what the thing goes for. One is the mineral what we are calling as metallic minerals and non-metallic minerals. Okay, or that minerals which are forming as a metal, what we are calling as a metallic minerals. For example, iron and steel industry, it is a metallic minerals. You know that we are getting from iron ore only. Okay, that is what the thing goes for. And cement also, it is based on mineral industry. Aluminium, machine tools, etc. These are the material most probably we are completely dependent on mineral based industry. Okay, minerals we are taking from the earth surface only. You know that iron and steel industry, iron ore is needed. Iron ore we are taking from earth surface. Cement industry, the rock name as limestone is needed. Okay, limestone is the important rock which is used to manufacture of cement. Okay, CaCO3 calcium carbonate. And aluminium industry, that you need surely bauxite. Okay, that is what the Al2O3 bauxite is needed. And this machine tools, you need this iron and steel rod. Okay, without for all the industry, most probably you need this iron and steel in a more manner. That is what the things was what we are calling on the basis of source of raw material. One is agro based industry and another one is mineral based industry. In the image you can able to see that how this agro based and mineral based industries are going for. And next is according to their main role. And according to their main role, the industries are classified as a basic key industries and another one is consumer industries. Okay, basic key industries goes for supply their products or raw material to manufacture to other goods. Okay, that is what the basic key industry, because without iron and steel industry you cannot able to manufacture tools and all the things. Even smelting process, aluminium smelting, and all the things you need, the iron and steel, and even copper. Okay, and then only you are manufacturing this copper wire and all, which is used as the electrical wire. You know that. Okay, that is what the copper. That is copper also we are getting from ore only. Okay, that is what. Which are the minerals which are exploited from this economically. Okay, that is what the term called the ore. We are telling as iron ore only, we are converting into a metal as a iron and steel rock. Okay, same thing bauxite, Al2O3, okay, aluminum oxide, it is converted into aluminium, the metal aluminium. That is what the thing goes for. And these are the main key industries. Okay, that is what the, and other the thing with this aluminium, we are going for electrical cables, and you know that iron and steel also we are manufacturing machines and we are manufacturing car, and that is what the products what we are calling as a basic key industries. Another, according to their main role, consumer industry produce goods for direct use by consumer. For example, sugar, you can able to tell that, toothpaste, okay, paper, fans, and if you say that sugar, without sugar cane you cannot able to make sugar, and other the products also we are making. For example, kansari, gur, okay, that is what the things in the agriculture we had seen in this chapter. Okay, how it is produced. Okay, how this sugarcane industry is producing sugar, and toothpaste also it is a mixture of minerals. You know that I think so, because if the toothpaste is coming up sparkling of toothpaste, and surely the mineral is known as mica will be there. Okay, that is what the thing, and mica and calcium content paste is most probably for manufacture of this toothpaste. And coming to paper, without wood you cannot able to manufacture paper. And another thing, fans, iron rod is necessary. Iron rod as iron and steel industry is needed, it converted into a thin like sheets, iron sheets, and then only you can able to manufacture fan. Okay, that is what the term what we are calling is the consumer industry. Okay, according to their main role, they are classified as a basic key industry and consumer industry. And next is on the basis of capital investment, how much investment we are going for investing in industry. Okay, that is what the, on the basis of investment and the basis of area also you can able to tell that what we are calling the term as a small scale industry and large scale industry. Small scale industries, maximum investment is allowed as an assets of unit. Okay, that is what you know that assets is most probably related to land related thing. Okay, that is what the property related thing, and run by less number of people. You know that small scale industry is going for less number of people only get employed, and most probably okay, and one industry is going to manufacture in a small scale manner. For example, iron and steel industry, sometimes one particular bolt for a car they are manufacturing, it is a small scale industry. Okay, but car manufacturing, it is a large scale industry. Okay, that is what one car is going to be assembled in a particular area, and all other the parts are manufacturing from other the area. That is what the bolt, tire, and all the things you can able to say the same thing. Sugar cane, it is manufacturing from this sugar industry, and after that with this sugar cane, this kansari also manufactured. That is what the small scale industry, and gur also manufactured. Okay, that is what for manufacturing sweetie items. That is what the thing. These are the small scale industry only they are manufacturing. But sugar industry, it is going for large industry, large scale industry. Large scale industry next is if the investment is more than 1 crore. Okay, that is what the thing goes for, based on money only. Okay, based on money, how the industries are classified, based on this investment, how the industries are set up in at a unit. Okay, that is what the thing goes for. If the investment is more than 1 crore, then it is known as large scale industry. Okay, that is what the thing. Here the labors are more. You can able to differentiate between the small scale and large scale industries, and you can able to tell that cotton textile industry. If you go and visit any cotton textile or spinning industry, and the process is going for every 24 hours, the industry is going to be running, and you can able to find this many labors are operating inside. Okay, that is what the things you can able to even design industry, cotton textile industry, and all the things. Okay, on the basis of capital investment, the industries are classified as a small scale industry and large scale industry. Okay, that is what the things, and more than 1 crore it is going to be a large scale industry. And next is, on the basis of ownership, the industries are classified on public sector industry and private sector. You know that public sector is completely owned and operated by government agencies. Okay, for example, Bell and SAIL. Okay, Bell is Bharat Heavy Electrical Limited. Okay, it is situated in all over India, and you know that Trichy is, we are having Bell. They are operating many heavy electricals products. Okay, that is what the things you can able to tell them. SAIL, you know that Steel Authority of India Limited, it is in Salem also, and you can able to, they are the public sector. They are under the industry is going to be under the control of Government of India or Government of Tamil Nadu. Okay, that is what the things what you can able to tell, that's a public sector industry. And coming to private sector, it is owned and operated by individuals or a group of individuals. Okay, that is what the things, you know that Tisco is Tata Iron and Steel Company. Okay, it is the first industry set up in India, and after the British period. Okay, that is what at the time of British period itself, it is how that industry is set up, you know that, I think so. And Bajaj Auto and Jabbar Industries. Okay, that is what the things, these are the individual person who is making the industry. For example, you can able to tell as a Reliance and all the Tata. Okay, the Tata is one of the important, it is the oldest company also, and they are producing from small pin to aeroplane parts and all. That is what the Tata company we are having, but Indian owned company, and because it is employed a more number of it gives employment to more number of peoples of India. That is what the thing earlier itself. And you know that Tisco, Tata Iron and Steel Company is an important part. The industry is set up first in India, and Reliance Industries also, now this industry is going to be developed in a more manner in telecommunication. You know that as a Geo. Okay, that is what the Geo communications, you can able to have this Geo or Reliance. They are kept as a name as a different. That is what the thing. It is having the private sector. Okay, that is what the, it is owned and operated by individual or a group of individual. That is the things you can able to say that. That is what on the basis of ownership they are going to be public sector, and another one is private sector. And again on the basis of ownership, this is also on the basis of ownership only. One is joint sector and another one is cooperative sector. And joint sector, the industries which are jointly of an individual or a group of individuals. That is what the things you can able to tell that two companies are joined together and they are going for operation. Okay, that is what the thing. Either private company or sometimes government company will be public sector joining together. Okay, that is what the thing, and they are going for a production of development in a more manner. That is what the thing goes for. And example, Oil India Limited is jointly owned by public and private sector. Okay, that is the thing you can able to say that. In taking oil also, most probably the many companies are involved. Okay, that is what they are having the tie-up with the private and public sector companies. That is the main thing you can able to say that as a joint sector company. And coming to cooperative sector, industries are owned and operated by the producers or suppliers of raw material. Okay, that is what the workers of both, and that is what they are the cooperative sector. And we can able to tell that they pool in the resources and share the profit or losses proportionally. For example, sugar industry in Maharashtra and the kite industry in Kerala, you can able to say that as a cooperative sector. Okay, that is what the term you can able to say that in Tamil Nadu, you can able to as a viewers cooperative society also we are having, and they are producing this cotton textile industry. Okay, this viewers groups also they are set up in this as a cooperative sector in this cotton textile industry in Tamil Nadu also. And that is what the cooperative sector. Okay, that is what owned and operated by the producers of the raw material. Okay, that is what the thing you can able to say that. And based on the bulk and weight of raw material and finished good, and based on the bulk of weight, and that is what the industries what they are calling as heavy industries, and another one is light industries. Heavy industries use heavy and bulky raw material. Okay, that is why what you can able to tell that it produces heavy material. For example, iron and steel industry. Okay, you know that if iron and steel industry, you know that the weight always will be in a more manner. Okay, that is it is having a bulky weight. Okay, iron and steel rod or anything. Okay, and light industries use light and raw material and produce light material. Example, electric fans, watches, sewing machine. This and all most probably it is going for light industry. Heavy industries always use heavy and bulky material, and light industries use light raw material and produce light materials. That is what the differentiate between this based on the bulk and weight of raw materials and finished good. Okay, these are the classification. You can able to tell that industries are classified on the basis of source of raw material and the basis of their main road. Okay, that is what the thing goes for on the source of raw material, agro based industry and mineral based industry. On the source of capital investment, okay, that is what on the basis of ownership, and the classified based on the bulk and weight of raw material, that is what the large scale industries and small scale industries. Okay, that is what the thing goes for. And this ends with the session. Thank you for attention. Thank you.